Hello, and welcome to the second go at another walk in Midgar with Alex Benitez. Maybe I'll actually finish it this time. But there's a few things different. For one, I have a mountain of new experience. I'm pretty devastating at the game. And two, we're on PS5, so we're seeing it in that sexy 60 FPS. Which, to tell you the truth, I don't even think real life is in 60 FPS. It's too sharp. Sharper than life. But this time, gonna be a little lighter. Um, this is going to have spoilers, so if you want to stop listening now, you can. But we're gonna just talk about everything as we watch it. Um, and this is my gameplay, but it is recorded. And we're just gonna go through this and talk about the lore and make jokes and pretty much talk whatever we want to talk about on this. One thing I want to admit is when I first saw this, I thought this took place in like the significant past because of those kids. Look how they're dressed. I like that because it was supposed to be like a whole different world, but I could tell they were younger because of how they were dressed. And I assumed this was the city before even the plate, like it was just ground, because I thought that was where Aerith went to go. But it seems like it's accepted now that this was definitely the plate. So, yeah, I go with the crowd. I know when to admit I'm wrong. Yeah, I go with the tide. And, it does look great, though. We're gonna show Aerith now. Who subscribes to the whole that this Aerith is the Aerith waking up from the last scene in the OG? Because the last thing you see in the first game is her picture again. After all the devastation of Meteor and Holy, they show a picture of Aerith. Kind of like nodding up like that. Do you think that's supposed to be this one and they're in a loop? That purple is supposed to signify Sleep Easy too. I mean, not Sleep Easy, Sephiroth. Sleep Easy, include that in on everybody. Who is a great Final Fantasy VII streamer. He also pointed out that this opening song is slightly different in the PS5 version. Well, not even slightly, it's just different. He's absolutely right. It's not the same exact song, like why would they change it for the PS5 release? It's odd. But it's mostly the same game. The synergy material works different. It works way better. And we're going to go through each chapter, so they're going to be much longer. And come on, how epic is this? My first time playing this, I didn't like it because the commercials had all the videos in it, not the actual gameplay, and they were sweet for the time, and it looked like it was some type of amazing story going on. And when I started playing it was all these blocky people. I got kind of pissed off. So I played it for a little while, but I kind of fell off it. Started playing like Suikoden or something, and then I fell off of that and just went back to Final Fantasy VII, and then that was it. Then it became my favorite game ever. That's a pretty good transition into gameplay, graphics, but I think it was even a little bit smoother in the PS4 version. I don't know. The PS4 version was fainter with the smoke, so it was more like an actual transition. It always feels good to see this again, because you know the whole game's starting. You know, you got a lot to play. And it was part of the demo.
Get down here, Merc.
And the demo was absolutely amazing. And there he is. So yeah, we're gonna talk about gameplay too and stuff. So when you walk up on people, see, I'm at the point where I have every materia I need or want completely maxed. So this is kind of a peak.
You're coming with us.
Which
nice and easy.
And we're going through hard. So yeah, that's as hard as they get. Just rampaging through them like that. But we're gonna talk about tactics. These people, I have first strike attack equipped, and
have fun.
that's just keeping it where I just open with a triple slash, because that's gonna kill anything. These are the most easiest people ever. You don't even really need to go into moves. You could just hack at them pretty good, but they're gonna be over if you use that triple slash. It's kind of my most used because it's 3 just great strong slashes. Just whoosh whoosh whoosh. It takes care. It takes care of a lot of situations. Especially with multiple of these peasants. Boom, boom, nothing. Done. Out of there. No damage. When I was younger, I grew up playing like the Shinobis and the Devil May Cries, so they were big onto not being hit throughout the entire fight. So I'm obsessed with that in games where I shouldn't be, like this one. Like, you're gonna get hit in this game. You're gonna get hit.
Soldier Boy's deal. Is he one of us now? He's got balls. This what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
And
he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Real joy to work with them.
This is the most faithful to the game. Except Jesse isn't that thirsty. Jesse isn't as thirsty as this. It's crazy.
I say you're not even reading the same book.
Enough. We're done here.
Or even the same...
Give it a rest.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
But regardless, this is the most faithful to the OG chapter.
Wedge.
You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
Like, basically only the dialogue's different, but the sentiment's there. Like, they basically said that stuff.
Get him, boy! Going all out. Guess you're first. Get ready.
Yep. Hit them up, and I go straight into that brutal form.
Nothing to it.
You go over here, you get this, you can get into another fight. I love getting in fights. So.
No more.
Boom, 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 straight into Punisher mode.
That's that.
You're pretty good after that.
Let's go.
If you max it out on hard, that's how easy it is. Equip the right stuff. So here we go. Yeah, Jessie isn't as thirsty. In the other one, she was just kind of like kind-hearted. They made her super thirsty in this. I don't think there was even a real official, one official hit on Cloud in it.
This way.
I mean, one time she wiped his face.
Not so fast. We've got company.
She talked to him on the train like they do in Chapter 2. Yeah, triple this up, then probably start dealing with that dough.
All right.
Yup, straight into Punisher mode. He hits me real quick. Like that. didn't even need to
Not
use a
bad.
move. Yeah, you can act pretty good at this point. What's funny is... Oh no, it ain't that part yet. But, triple slash these people.
That it?
Done. That'll situations. We won't really have to talk too much tactics until we start getting to the boss. At least in this level. In hard, you don't want to take it easy ever. Like if you know you're gonna fight different enemies coming up, change up your materia. Why not? It just takes. So you're gonna see that too. I wasn't doing that in the last video, trying to have it where you don't see me switching materia.
Soldiers may
But,
attack on command, but I hear they make good guard
Nah.
dogs too.
On
Let
hard,
you see if you reactors.
hard's not going easy on you.
So how do
Literally,
we get to the
it's hard.
bridge above Mako's
So
storage?
you gotta go hard on it. That's right.
Ain't
Oh
holding
shit.
out on me, are you?
How many of you are gonna make sex
Damn
jokes after
scared to bite the
that?
hand that fed him? Or is
You're
he a
perverted,
loyal
not
little
me.
doggy?
Let's get that straight.
Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor.
I thought
different
Stamp
layout. Depends when it was built.
was like
Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
a nomenclature that I just didn't know until later. I found out it's that mascot of Shinra. Me, like everybody else, was like Stamp.
I'm watching you.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Who's there? Door! Well, wait! It's over!
That's my line.
This is where they show you how to use Punisher mode in your first time through.
He's alone! We can take
You
it!
just gotta hit
Make
A,
it
by the
rain!
way. You'll go into it. I'm usually fighting in it if I'm not using a move like that. See, because I knew that was gonna kill everybody. I didn't need to go into the mode.
Let's move.
He always knows.
It's hard to move in Punisher mode, but
I got this.
I don't know. I've grown accustomed to most situations just changing right to it just to start smashing.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? Then we're good.
Careful in there.
I think she just should have got with Biggs. I know she's kind of getting a big fan base because they're really pushing her, but like, Aerith's the last ancient, and Tifa can punch robots in the face, so she should know her place and get with Biggs. Biggs is fine.
We can't afford any more.
It's not like a ugly dude.
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button?
I like to get all the dialogue going in certain parts.
So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
I'm starting to get there, but there's a lot of a lot of theories saying that this memory is false. And I don't think it necessarily does have to be false. I know they weren't supposed to be friends and all when they were younger, really. But I mean, a lot of people dismissed it because she showed attention at all. I mean, there must have been 1 or 2 times. Maybe this is the reason why she's mad. But it could be. It could be either way. I'm not fully subscribed to that one either. I do kind of feel like it might be altered. I don't think it necessarily has to be. He grew up in his entire life, and say that's their only like time they really interacted until eventually, you know, she fell off the hill and fell off the bridge and all that. Then no, they weren't really friends.
Themselves Avalanche, sir. We are
That's the only one they've shown so
whether
far.
They belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life.
If you don't know, they're talking
Rest
about
assured, our inquiries
something
will
that
not
I
take
think
much
happened
longer.
in Before Crisis. It's like a
This
mobile
punk's
game that
sole
nobody ever
purpose is to
played.
drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't
Andy's
rap,
right.
and it doesn't care.
It was Avalanche, but not
You
them
do realize what Mako
specifically.
Is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Say that again!
I'd worry
good
less
stuff.
about the planet and more
See,
about
there
the
was
next
a
5 seconds. Save the screaming.
I
for
don't want to
later.
interrupt it. See, there was a scene like that, even though that wasn't what they said verbatim. There wasn't really anything like this. You just kind of joined your party after that. But it's cool. This was all like a little tutorial to using it because each character is completely different. If you haven't played it, I'm assuming
Well,
most
so much
people
for
who are
having
watching
Cloud
this
do
have
all the
played it.
fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
I don't even want to bear with you.
Should have asked for more money.
Yeah, right here's like a little tutorial. That's why you start off with him instead of Cloud.
Gonna throw your sword at him? I'm the man with the gun. Good work.
You can set it up that way, but I never do. Because Cloud's the man. Cloud's my favorite character. I'm always boring like that, but it's true. He is. I mean, that's why it became so popular. I don't mean solely, but Cloud is a cool looking character.
You got that?
He almost doesn't fit the rest of the world. Though it gets its kind of own aesthetic because it starts having multiple different influences instead of just Cloud. But I just think Cloud is straight way out of the box. Spiky headed blonde dude with a purple suit
Look what we have
and
here.
a sword the size of a door. Like,
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
I think this is funny because they make a huge deal about this. For one, this isn't in the original. They're just throwing this
I'll
in.
go first.
But they never revisit this in the entire game again. Never. So they're talking about how like, oh, you gotta do this a certain way. But watch, even when we run back out of here, we will never have to do these lasers again.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, it's a little trick through the first few. These are a little more tricky. If I ran right through then, I might have made it. But you don't want to play around with these lasers too much. I think it does 7 on this one. I remember because of Final Fantasy VII.
Not a scratch. Now, on to the objective. Look. They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with them first.
These are a little tricky. This is also why I like playing it on hard, because it is funner. Like if we had it on normal now, forget it. We'd be beating these people way too fast.
Uncle John.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in,
See, I got
we die.
Is that
synergy on with
Hit it with magic.
Barrett.
That
So
should give us an opening.
anytime Cloud does a move, he'll do lightning, which hurts this guy a lot. Plus, I'm also switching back to him, doing moves. Boom.
Don't need to tell
Coming
me
back
why.
in. It's always about getting a plan with somebody and executing, and then switching to the other person and getting another plan going with them.
What are you, 20-something?
First.
Right here, I was trying to switch their materia back, but they're talking and it wouldn't let me.
What the hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same.
First thing I do in any battles, I hit R1 and I lock on. I don't know how many people use the lock or not, but I do. I learned how to just lock and switch. You just flick the R analog after that, and it'll cycle through the people. And once you get that down, just create a plan, execute with your guy, and then switch to the other guy, even before you're done completely
That's our
executing.
target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom. Let's get down there.
Hurry it up.
Every fight, Barrett starts with an overcharge, so you can do something with Cloud because he has that first strike, then switch right to Barrett and use his overcharge. But you want to wait
The end's in sight.
until he uses his lightning first. Until I see that on the screen, then I'll switch to him, or it'll cast out his lightning. So, like right here, hit these people,
Don't overdo it.
switch to him, but he already did the lightning. Out. This is hard.
If we fell in, we sink right down to the bottom. Planet's core. Try this on the side.
He couldn't even hit anybody with the lightning. He threw it, but it literally defaulted right in front of him. Now I gotta get the fire back because there's a part where he's going to put a generator up and it's actually weak to fire instead of lightning. So give the fire to Cloud. Cloud's faster too, so he'll be able to run around the robot because the generator's on under the tail behind him.
All right, let's see if little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job!
He does get his first freak out right here. They gave him that preemptive freak out. That was new for the game, but he got his first one here. And it's kind of reminiscent. He doesn't see a feather, but he hears a voice say something. It's about as intense as this.
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc. Pretty cocky, ain't you? You double-crossing!
Heads up!
What in the hell? Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor.
Alright, you see first thing, jump to the side, start hacking at him like that. I could have even started doing a move and automatically Barrett throws the thunder, then I come in with his overcharge. Wait till he's done with his overcharge. Do a focus. Whenever they're pressured, focus moves will bring up that
Hell yeah!
stagger meter.
Keep it up!
In a pressured state, get ready to throw focuses. See, I made him throw that focus thing, but now it's time to hit him. When he's fully staggered like this, lay on him. See, it would have been devastating, but I already got him into his second form. And this is when he throws that generator. He's got to run up with Cloud and get behind him.
Barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan,
Then start throwing
genius?
those fires.
Damn it! Bingo! Focus
I
on that
might have,
core.
should have used the master one, but this ends up working.
Waiting in suspense next time.
When an enemy attacks with a move, it'll have writing above his thing. See, he took out the shield it had on.
Just shoot! No holding back.
missed right there. I should have changed to Barrett. Started hitting him from way over there, but I just managed with him. Came in, he's still pressured. That means I can bring that focus up. See, whenever an enemy hits, they'll be writing above him. So when you see writing above an enemy, like, be weary, because that means an attack is imminent.
It's my time to shine.
Or go down in flames.
See, that focus shot pushed him over the edge. And I think I'm gonna wreck him till he's in his third stage. See? Yep. They make this first boss an event because it was in the demo. And it's kind of like one of the most iconic boss fights because it's the first. But it's
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by
pretty
that
excellent representation.
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris. It's on you.
Need my help.
Let's do this. Get ready.
It's wide open. Gonna light it up.
Deal with that.
Guess it's my turn. You're up.
My turn. Keep it together.
Need my help,
Whatever. Hang back. Gotta memorize the attack patterns.
See, I should have been doing more stuff with Barrett. I should have used those two a long time ago. But I was trying to save something.
Gotta heal up.
That's probably the worst I was doing the entire fight.
Heads up! Tail laser!
I see it.
You gotta heal a bit, it happens sometimes. Having prayer or chakra is a pretty smart idea and hard to heal yourself without using any MP. Yep, chakra and prayer
Strike
use no
down
MP.
before it fires again.
Tried to pop his focus up anyway. But now he's in his final form here. Just attack the legs real quick and then the main body, he should be done somewhere around there.
Oh, hell. What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
See that EM field? You can't get me with it because I keep seeing it written up there.
Rain hell on.
Ain't gotta tell me twice.
Yeah, it's over. Let's pile on a few more. It doesn't even matter if he hurts me enough.
There goes another. Now's our chance to do
Just
some
one
real damage.
focused shot at it. Done, he can sit back down.
Shit, the bomb!
20 minutes until detonation.
You hear that?
I mean,
Damn
that's
thing
an
showed
epic
you how
scene.
it's done.
Come on, we've gotta move.
I wonder what those idiot purists, it's like, it's not the entire game, say about stuff like that. Because you didn't get that after you beat that boss. You didn't get that level of a full-blown scene going on. You know what I mean? They think it's so easy, but the first one was a product of its time, and it was excellent then. But it was able to tell a story like that without using too much information, where here you gotta do everything out. Like, you gotta have a scene like that instead of it just turning red and shaking. And then you just run out. No, it was this whole huge thing, and now the whole terrain has changed. Look at it. Look at those blasts in the back. And this scene all happens. This doesn't happen. Her leg is caught, but it's just a little polygon Minecraft looking sprite that has their leg caught in a something in a, you know, pre-rendered background.
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you? My hero.
Hey, we'll link up over there. Look after Jesse.
Come this way. This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably. I think I see an
See, I guess you could say all this is kind of different, but what people don't get is, like, I don't understand how some people think they could have been exact, but be to this level of detail. Is that what you wanted him to, like, run on a pipe and stuff like that? Don't get it. They knew that some things would have to change.
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Do you remember in the OG when, like, you would grab onto, like, a ladder, you'd hear it real quick? So, and then you know, alright, I'm hooked onto the ladder. You walk over it, you're pressing, like, O, I think, because this was back when O was confirmed and X was canceled. It's like, and you're like, yeah, start pressing up.
X, soldier boy.
They're here! Take them down!
We don't have time for this shit. The clock's ticking.
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need.
These guys are nothing. Just gotta hit them with something strong. Each. Once. Triple slash. I know I'm fighting one of those, or is it sweepers again? So, switch into lightning. Barrett still has lightning, but we're gonna do it like before. We're gonna rock this guy. We're gonna rock his town tonight. Focus shot because he's pressured. Oh, look how much I brought it up. That lightning will bring it up. And then a focus shot will blow it over the water. That's what you do. You win with how much you switch. Never be afraid to layer it on with somebody else's mega hit. That's what you do. Back to fire. Fighting people basically for the rest of it. These guys just counterattacks. You could use that other I was trying to get to it real quick, but he hit too fast. But that counter stance would work good too. See, the thunder ended up killing him. He was pretty much dead, but when Barrett laid that thunder on him, it was over. Switch to Barrett real quick, overcharge that guy so he doesn't shoot anybody while we're trying to fight these guys. See? Counterattacks. That's the key to defeating those people. Boom.
Don't overdo it. Yeah, I'll do it. My turn. Keep it together.
Then take him out with something with Barrett. Maximum Fury.
Hang back.
You're out of there.
Nothing to it.
This was a perfect This was a perfect representation from the first game. Even if you don't like the whole game and how they changed it and stuff like that, you gotta admit this first chapter blew it out of the water. And it kind of makes this up. The first game implies no, they just blew it up this bad. There was no guilt put on Shinra about it.
Come on!
Cloud's calm as a cucumber. Gotta sit in it. Only we know he really didn't do it. Well, he did. He tried to. Not to this level.
Can you walk?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
Okay,
Yay.
that's pretty cool. Alright, come on.
Incredible. Watch how he can like just easily do that. But later, like, that could come in handy. But they don't even think about it. Boof! Well, thank you for watching the first episode. We made it. We did it. And I'll see you next time with Chapter 2, which won't take too long. Peace.